So I've been curious about these BST AXN figures from the loyal subjects for a while, because I've only known loyal subjects from figures like these. They started off making like these super blocky transformers, and then they moved on to making like these more articulated like humanoid characters. I got Jazz in a blind box back when these came out back in like 2013 or 14. Not my first or second or probably 50th character pick, but I actually bought the Crimson Guard just this past weekend because I've been wanting this one for a few years, and I love Crimson Guards, and I've been curious about these. So yeah, I've only really known loyal subjects from these blind box figures like these that cost like 10-something bucks a pop. But they have decided to enter the foray of articulated action figures, and they're kind of in their own sort of scale, I guess. It's like they're supposed to be like 5-inch, but every figure is 5-inch. So you have like, you know, what is it? Full Metal Alchemist. You have the two brothers and Alphonse. I haven't watched it yet, but like one of my friends is really into it. Alphonse is like the same size as his brother, so like they don't even scale within the line themselves. So that's a little interesting, but we have Aang here. This may be the only Avatar figure we get in this line, but hey, it's Aang. And we've gotten a few normal, classic, you know, season or book 1 and 2 Aang outfits for figures in the past. But how's this one stack up? Because I was thinking this may be the definitive one. Now, it definitely has something unique for my collection that I'll probably display it in. But, I mean, so far, I mean, it's looking pretty good. Here's the box. You can see it's got Aang and Avatar: The Last Airbender, then Aang. Mr. Shyamalan, sir. It's pronounced Aang. Aang. Anyways. Incredible sculpt details. 31 points of articulation. Get in the pit and play. The adventurous 12-year-old is the last airbender. Responsibilities. Interesting. You can see he's got his 3 heads right there. One head is a little questionable. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, it's a pretty good box. I don't know why I kept it around to show off in the review. It's not really that special. I'll probably just pitch it. But hey, it's a nice box. It feels nice. It's a nice quality box. You don't get a lot of those nowadays. So yes, we have Aang. I'm going to not call him that from the rest of the review, don't worry. So yeah, he comes with Momo. Let's talk about Momo first. He's a star of the show. Also, we've gotten a few Momos from a couple different companies now, and I figured we can show those off. So yeah, this Momo, it's like, I guess he's almost posed like where he can hold on to Aang. It's kind of what I've guessed, because he actually kind of can. If you get him in the right position, he can hold on to Aang. There's no like dedicated peg or anything, but like if you get him right, if you get him just right, maybe his foot's sitting on his arm or something, and now he won't do it at all. There you go. He can kind of hold on to Aang. Kind of hold on to his leg or something all adorable like. Yeah, it's a little Momo. Momo's cute. We all like Momo. But let's compare. Actually, let's get a little closer look. Because his paint's not the greatest. You can see it's a little off-center there. Just a little bit. He's got a little paint blemish on his torso. But he does have the detail in the ears. He has a little detail on the tail. He's got a lot of paint slop on his back. Not the greatest quality. So let's compare it to a few other Momos we've gotten in the past. Here it is with the original Mattel Momo that was huge, but honestly some of the best paint that you can find for a Momo. He's got the stripe down the back. This one does not. Really nice crisp paint though on the original Mattel. Original Mattel though is like really durable, hard plastic. This thing's you can kind of see what's kind of made out of. It's all covered in paint and everything. It's more comparable to the Diamond Select Momos. This is the standing Diamond Select Momo. Honestly, I prefer the diamond ones. They got the stripe down the leg. They've got the more stuff on the knees. This one does, but it's just kind of tucked up in there. But yeah, no stripe on the back. That's kind of disappointing, or on the back of the head. Just makes it look kind of incomplete without that. But yeah, this one actually has some articulation. You can move the tail, or move the head at least on this one. So yeah, there's that Momo comparison. And then this may be one of my favorite Momos, the sitting Momo from Diamond, because you can also turn his head and turn his tail as well. So you can like really have him nicely kind of squat, and he too has the nice paint, but he too also has the paint scuffs, just like that one. So keep that in mind. Me personally, I think the diamond Momos are the best. This is probably the worst Momo that we've gotten so far. Doesn't even have the full paint, so that's something to keep in mind. But hey, it's a Momo. If you want a Momo with your Aang. I know I said I wouldn't do that again. I'm just, you know, I can't keep my promises. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is Aang. This is book 1 and 2 Aang. And it's a pretty good figure, man. It's pretty good. Let's get the size comparisons right out of the way, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be curious about that. Just ignored the disembodied heads on the floor. No biggie. Here it is with the original Mattel Aang. The original book 1, 2 Mattel Aang. You can see he's got his glider. If he'll stand, I doubt it. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope. Nope. That's not happening. I usually have him kind of perched on the oppa anyway. But yeah, here it is with the Mattel Aang. You can kind of see, because this Mattel Aang came out like back when the show was out. So you can see the size differences and everything there. Let's just get those accessories out of the way, because they just look creepy. So yeah, there's that comparison. And then another one I'm sure a lot of you are going to be curious about, because some of you may be debating, should I get the BST AXN or should I get the Diamond Aang? The book 1 and 2 Diamond Select Aang. You can see the BST AXN is the shortest out of all the Aangs. For some reason, the Diamond one has the darkest skin. That one has the weirdest face. I would say out of all 3 of these faces, that one's probably the best face, but this one also comes with a couple other faces. Honestly, one of the other faces he comes with is more comparable to that. And I guess we'll just show that right away. I don't even want to put it on him, honestly, because this is so creepy. So this one has the creepy smiling head, where he can just be looking at Katara like, ooh. But then you also have this creepy face, which gives me some Revoltech Woody vibes. That is also creepy. So yeah, we have 2 creepy smiling Aangs. I don't feel like either of them really capture what they were trying to do. They just look creepy. But yeah, you can see they can creepily stare at each other. Pretty creepy. Did I mention they're really creepy? I really don't like how these heads look, okay? I'm sorry, I really don't. But BST AXN. Also, this head I feel like is comparable to the serious Walgreens Book 3 Aang face. So you can see that there. I'd say it's pretty good. Honestly, this is probably one of the best Aang faces. But it's on a Book 3 body. We're talking more about Book 1 and 2 right now. So, yes, he's got interchangeable parts. He has his staff. Just the normal staff. He doesn't have like the deployed glider or anything. But still, that's nice to have, and it's got some nice silver paint on it. Take that out of his hands, pop his hands off, and you can see he's got little arrows on the hands. He also includes open hands if you want him to use the Force, because that's basically what Airbenders do, right? They use the Force. No, not at all. So yeah, you can give him those hands, and you can, ooh, okay, give me a second. For these hands, we need, I know I said I wouldn't put it on, but we just need to, we need a moment. Anyways, yeah, that's really creepy, and I really don't like that. But he also has a fist. You can see the arrow's a little lighter on this. And he also has a kind of karate chop hand, but again, the arrow's lighter. Because this is unique for my collection. This is my first non-translucent Avatar state Aang. And yeah, this is like when he's in the Avatar state, but like his physical body in the Avatar state. So yeah, you got these hands, so you can get him doing that. And he looks pretty good. Even though the shoulder thing, it bunches up and it goes backwards. And I really am not a fan of that. It's a really soft rubber. But I'm going to do something with it a little later on, you'll see. But yeah, this is how I'll probably end up displaying mine. And with the thing I'll do later, you'll see how I'll display it probably. But yeah, that's, you know, pretty good alternate parts, I think. I'll probably just leave them like this for the rest of the video, because this is how I like them the best. So his articulation, he's got a ball joint at the head. If you flip these up, he's got butterfly hinges at the shoulders. But then he has actual, like, swivels and hinges at the shoulders. Swivel at the bicep, but I feel like it's wanting to pop off, and it has popped off before. It pops off pretty easy. It's not like going to break or anything. It just pops off. But yeah, that's kind of a shame how he just wants to pop apart when you're trying to move him. And then he has double jointed elbows, which move pretty good, and swivels at all the wrists. A little bit of waist, not too much, a little bit. Hips move forward, hips move out. You can see he's got thigh swivel, double jointed knee with no pins, pinless knees. Kind of funny, he's got pinless knees, but he doesn't have pinless elbows. Then he has ankles that hinge up and down. No boot swivel, but he does have an ankle pivot. So honestly, when it comes to articulation, I would say this is probably one of the best Aangs. It feels the nicest in my opinion. I don't feel like it's gonna break or anything. Like this one's pretty articulated still, but I feel like the articulation points. Like I never fixed that knee. Remember that knee wouldn't bend in my review, and it's still not really wanting to bend now, because I never just got around to that. And the elbows are pretty weak on the diamond ones. But, yeah, I mean, this one scales with the Diamond collection, the Diamond Select stuff, so it's up to you. But I've never liked his flowing tunic on this one. I've never liked it. I've never thought it looked good. So, right before I did this video, I thought, I wonder if you can swap these. So let's try it. Especially for Avatar State Aang, it would make way more sense if he had a flowing little tunic right there, because, you know, all the air is flying around him and everything. He's basically hovering in the Avatar state. So it fits. I feel like if I finish pushing his head down, it's going to look like he has a really big collar, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, honestly, for Avatar State Aang, that really works. That works really good. Then I think you might be able to get him pose with his legs crossed a little bit. I mean, if not, I can at least have him standing up on the shelf like this. Yeah, there you go. Avatar State Aang. That looks really good. Swapping that tunic. I really like that. But let's see if the other one works. Let's see if it works the other way around. Ooh, I think so. Yeah. Look at that. That works really good. That works really good. And like it flexes a lot better to the size of this body too. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to keep them swapped. I genuinely think I'm going to keep it swapped. I think this tunic works a lot better for this figure. And I think this tunic works a lot better for this figure if you have him in the Avatar state. So yeah, man. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that swap for sure. Oh my goodness, that is sweet. But to end off the video, I'll put him back. You cannot swap the heads. I already know that. Like, just looking at him, you can't do that. And the sizes are really different. But yeah, like getting him in the same pose on this body, it just the cloth, the tunic just doesn't look as dynamic. And this one is just too dynamic. I don't know, just it's so free floating and everything. It's too dynamic. Yep, there we go. There's my review on the Loyal Subjects BST AXN, like 5-inch sized Aang. Honestly, for, you know, your pre-existing Avatar collection, there may be a few select figures he actually scales pretty well with, given his size. But I would say he scales pretty good with like a 6-inch figure collection too. Do I have a 6-inch figure on hand? I don't think so. Ah, dang it. I do not have a 6-inch figure laying around me. Give me a second. I gotta do that. Oh, give me a second. So like if you would want an Aang in like your 6-inch figure collection, because he's like a 12-year-old boy. Let's just get him next to a clone. Yeah, I think that works. So if you want an Aang for your 1/12 scale collection, I would say get this one. Because the diamond ones for a 12-year-old boy are a little too tall, in my opinion. So yeah, I recommend it for just Avatar fans. I recommend it for fans of just like the 1/12 scale, the one an Aang in their collection, because it fits. It fits, it works, I like it. It's not perfect. Some of the joints are a little dicey. Some of the head expressions are a little dicey. The hands kind of pop off a little easily. But it's still a pretty good figure. I really do recommend it. It's fun. I like it. Is it the definitive Aang? Is this the be-all, end-all? No, it's not. I would say if McFarlane Toys kicks their butt in gear and starts making some Avatar stuff, that'll be the definitive Aang. Or like if a company like Mezco 112 makes it. I kind of hope Mezco doesn't make one, because I'd probably buy it. I know Miko's making one. I'll probably pick that up, Because I just collect Avatar stuff. There's not a lot of figures out. I just buy whatever Avatar stuff I really see that's like figure-wise. But yeah, there we go. Best action. I know it's best action, but it doesn't have any vowels, so I do best action. That's just how I have to do it. Aang from Avatar. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.